Hi, welcome to this video guide on how to get started and set up your class with Noteable using the Formgrader tab to manage your coding assignments. Once you have finished working on your class's exercises, you can return to the Noteable dashboard and then click on the Formgrader tab, which will open a new browser tab where you can manage all your assignments. To get your assignment ready for releasing to your class, click on Add New Assignment and then give it a name. It is important to note that you should give any assignment that you create on Noteable a name that your students will recognize, as all your students will see all of the assignments in your school through the Assignments tab on Noteable. Once you have added your new assignment, you can click on it, which will take you to the directory on Noteable where your assignment file will live. Now you'll have the option to either upload a notebook you have already worked on to create your assignment, or create a new notebook. To note, you can download notebooks in a number of formats by clicking File and then Download As in the notebook. Now, I'm going to upload the assignment that we worked on in the previous video, which is my instructor version of the assignment, including auto-graded answers and test cells. We can see here, once uploaded, we can keep working on the notebook if needed. Next, we'll see how we can review our assignment and then release it as an assignment to students using the Formgrader tab. Once you finish working on your assignment to go back to the Formgrader tab, you'll see that you can edit your assignment if you have any due dates you'd like to add, and then you can generate the assignment, which will log the auto-graded answers in Noteable and process the auto-graded solutions that should be hidden for the student's view of the assignment. Then by clicking on Preview, you can see the student version of the assignment, followed by clicking on Release, which will release the assignment to your students, which will now be able to see it on the Assignments tab. A student is then able to work on their assignment on Noteable by going to their Assignment tab and fetching the assignment that you have released to them. It is important that you give your assignment the relevant title for your class, as all assignments using Noteable within your school will be shown here. Once your assignment has been released to a student and they have fetched it, they can download the assignment, which will let them view it by clicking on the drop-down menu. And then they'll be able to work on the assignment and submit it directly from the Assignments tab. And once your student's assignment are ready to be collected, you can click on Collect on the Formgrader tab, which will then show how many submissions you have received for this assignment. You will then be able to manage all the submissions for this assignment. The name of your students will show under the Student Name column, and the Auto-Grade button is the stage where Noteable will recall the auto-graded answers that you set and the tests, and then mark them accordingly. Once auto-grading or manual grading is complete, you can then release the feedback to your students. It's important to remember that before releasing feedback, you can also review assignments manually, and you can add comments in your feedback for your student to see when they download. To release your feedback back to students, first you need to generate the feedback and then release feedback following the buttons shown. A student's view of collecting the assignment will show them the submitted assignment's feedback when they click on View Feedback, and this will launch an HTML version of the feedback in a separate browser tab. Thank you for watching. Now visit notable.edina.ac.uk/documentation for more info, further tutorials, and support. This video is the last in a guided series for Glow users to set up their class and start teaching with Noteable. Please revisit any videos you'd like on this YouTube playlist, or find more information about Noteable on the documentation page of the Noteable website.